All right, all right. I'm hearing some feedback. I don't know what that is. Maybe
Do you have an iPad or anything attached, connected?
I don't, but I think we're here. I think we got it. I fixed it. Donnie Wiggins, welcome to another
David
edition of
Shams.
Brain Picker Podcast, man.
Welcome, 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 welcome. I am super excited to be here. We are banging these Brain Picker Podcast episodes out. Do you hear
Oh
me?
man. Oh, and the value for the people are just the testimonials. Not even well, one from the guests have been absolutely amazing, but the comments, the people that say this is my new favorite podcast, and we already have
Yes.
a podcast which we were their favorite podcast, and they just like this one better.
They actually love this one more. Listen, I think the Brain Picker
Absolutely,
podcast is about to give Social Proof podcast a run for its money. But the good
absolutely.
news is we have like value to deliver all over. So I am excited to see them race to the number one spot.
Oh man, let's do it. Let's do it. So listen, Donnie, are you ready to add value?
I am
Are you
super ready.
ready?
I am always ready to add value.
Man,
Let's
let's
go.
get this party started, man. Oh, you know what? I didn't do the writing, but I will do the writing right now. So, welcome to another edition of Brain Picker Podcast. I am one of your hosts. My name's David Chance. That's your other host right there, right? Donnie Wiggins.
Downy Wiggins.
And we have a
Downy.
young man that's already crushing it that would like to pick our brain. Is that right? Is that why you're here? Hold on, let me get your audio back on. Bang. Durain, you here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm here to learn from the best in the industry.
Oh man, well listen, you're not doing so bad yourself, brother. You know what I mean? You're killing it. So I'm about to just write our little notes, right? But if you can give your maybe an intro to what you do and how you do, I'd love for you to share that.
Oh, most definitely, King. Most definitely, and Queen. All right. So, what's going on, everyone? I am Durain Delavante. I am your favorite consumer law expert. I teach you how to delete anything from your consumer report, not your credit report, your consumer report, because there's a big difference. There is no such thing as a credit report. So, from your consumer report, I'll show you that late payments are illegal. Like y'all can see right here, late payments are illegal. I'll show y'all why a charge off is not even supposed to be on there. I'll let you know why a bankruptcy is a violation of your right to privacy. I will show you how to melt collections like butter. It doesn't matter what it is, positive or negative. I can teach you how to lead an auto loan, how to lead a mortgage. Listen, you want me to get turned up? I'll get turned up, David. Let's go.
I love it. I love it. So we are here with the Brain Picker Podcast. Got my bang right there, and I'm gonna add your Instagram here right now. And in the meantime, I think my beautiful co-host got some questions for you, so we can get this thing started off right. Let's get it.
I do. So right away, I want to know. So you're saying there's no such thing as a credit report. It's all about the consumer report. Like I believe I'm super financially savvy, also in the credit space. Tell me what you mean by this. I want to know.
All right. So I read a lot of consumer laws. I eat, breathe, and sleep consumer laws. Nothing under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Under the definition section, there is no such thing as a credit report. It says consumer file and consumer report. The same way a lot of people keep saying credit bureaus, there is no credit bureau. It doesn't exist. Consumer reporting agencies. So a lot of times when people don't get deletion is they're asking the wrong thing from the wrong person. Because if your name is Donnie and I started calling you Alexa, are you going to answer me?
I'm not.
That's not their names. So I don't know where this thing about credit bureau came from. It doesn't exist. Congress says they are consumer reporting agencies. There only one bureau, the Bureau of Consumer Protection Finance. That's the only bureau when it
Okay.
comes to credit. Not talking about the three-letter agency, but when it comes to credit, there's only the Bureau of Consumer Protection and Finance.
So then who is Equifax and Experian and TransUnion?
It's a great question. Consumer reporting agencies. That's all they are. Call them by their right name.
Address them properly.
I love it.
Okay. So
So
we have been saying credit bureaus and credit reporting agencies forever.
Exactly.
Why isn't that getting me anywhere?
Because if I started saying Alexa is gonna get me on the show and your name is Donnie, you have if all my emails coming to you is calling you Alexa, you're not gonna reply. You're either gonna say that's not my name. So when I say Donnie Wiggins, I'm speaking directly to you now. And if Congress says they are called consumer reporting agencies, I don't know why we're making names up and giving them. That's why people are not getting deletions. And they think the system
Mhm.
doesn't work. It's not that the system doesn't work, but if you don't address them by their right name, they're not inclined to answer you. You're not speaking to me.
Let me ask my co-host Billy what he thinks about this right now. Billy Bob, you good over there?
me? Are you talking to me?
I mean, I wanted to see if you were going to respond to your non-name, right? We're talking
Oh,
about addressing the
got you.
entity by
Oh, for
their
sure.
name. He was really confused, so that just gave us a clear depiction, a visual of how these bureaus are looking at our requests and saying, "We don't know who you're talking to."
See, there again, you said bureau. They're not a bureau.
Mm-hmm,
Mhm.
mm-hmm. Consumer reporting
Reporting
agent.
agencies, correct.
Okay, I think David had a question for you.
Yeah, I did. So you're doing really well, right? By educating people on using the right names and how you're helping your clients. So tell me about your business and what you do.
So, all right. Most I am heavy into words. I don't comprehend sentences. I comprehend words. I break their words down because words have different meaning. Give me the definition. What do you think a person means?
The definition of a person.
Yeah, what do you think a person means?
Uh, I hate to answer. I hate to say a person, but a person.
Breathing matter. I don't know.
All
Tell
right.
me. I
What if
think
I
you're going
told
scientific
you,
on it.
but what if I told you that when it comes to consumer law, person means something different? I'm gonna give you all the definition. So when it comes to person with consumer law, it says under 15 USC 1681A, the definitions and rules of construct, Congress says the term person means any individual, that's your natural person, partnership. You and David is considered a person under the law, right? Corporation, trust, estate, cooperative, association, government or governmental subdivision or agency or other entity. So when they say that the transaction between a consumer and the person making the report is not included on your consumer report, it goes over a lot of people's head. But when we take a step back and we break their words down, there's a reason why I cross late payment out on the shirt. There is no late payment on your consumer report. There's a late payment in a factor on your FICO, but guess what? Your FICO and your consumer report are separate things.
Got it.
They
Derain,
are not
hold
the
up.
same.
I got you. Tell me about your business and how it works, though.
That's it. So it's through the enlightenment and the breaking down of these words, my clients, my mentees, they're able to use the law. They're able to get late payment. So it's more of an awakening, David. When you learn the real truth about credit, what you think you know about credit is not what it is. So what I do is I give enlightenment. I break down the words and they comprehend the words and that's what they use to move from where they are, which is bad and terrible credit, to get into deletions to move into good and excellent credit.
Got you. So, okay, let me ask it this way. When I go into a dojo, right? I say, what are your services? They say, well, I'm going to teach you how to kick, punch, and things of that nature.
Hmm.
What you're telling me, and this is what I'm just gathering, is your business is serving clients some vocabulary words, and they say, "Well, thanks." They give you money for vocabulary words, but
Well,
I
yes
don't
and no.
understand the outcome just yet.
All right. So you're joining my mentorship. I'm coaching you, right? I'm breaking down the laws with you. I'm teaching you how to format your letters, how to
Okay, whoa,
use
whoa, okay, okay,
consumer
all right,
laws.
okay, we're getting somewhere. So you teach people how to format their letters
Hmm.
and submit the letters to the
The
agencies.
consumer report. So guess what? Not the agencies, because people are not getting results from the CRAs. So we
What's
use a
CRA?
different
What's hold
approach.
on? What's CRA?
Oh, the consumer reporting agencies.
Got it.
So the consumer reporting agencies get their information from somewhere. Where is that somewhere? Remember the person that Congress spoke about?
Hmm.
The corporation. So if David has an account with Wells Fargo, guess what? David's transactional history is not supposed to be reported by Wells Fargo on his consumer report. It's
Right.
a factor in his FICO. So when David comes to me and says, I have 15 late payments and I can't get rid of them, I'm going to show David the law that states that your transactions with the person making the report is not included on your consumer report. And using that law, David is going to send in the letter to the creditor, not the consumer reporting agencies. And that's how David's going to get his deletions.
Okay, let me do this. Let me rephrase it. I bump into you in the elevator. We've got 14 floors to go up. What do you do? What's your name? What's
So
your name?
my name is Dorinda Levante, and I can teach you how to delete any account from your credit report.
Thank you.
I think we're getting.
I think I
You know,
think
you
we're
could have
getting
said that
somewhere.
earlier, right?
Oh, I
I,
thought I did.
out,
No,
out. No.
you went straight to there are no credit agencies. There's
Oh,
just
my
the
bad, Mo.
consumer
I get
reporting
passionate
agencies.
about this stuff.
So,
Yeah.
Darain, you can teach anybody how to remove anything from their credit
Ah,
report.
not remove, delete. There's a
Delete.
difference between removing stuff and deleting stuff. There's a
Got it.
big
Okay.
Okay.
difference
All
between
right.
the two.
Cool. Okay. All right. First off, I just commend you for your passion, because we got to tread lightly with these words, Donnie. Because
We
you're
got
like,
to
hold
try.
on, hold on.
Let me write that down.
Okay. All
Delete.
right. Cool. 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 All
Remove.
right. So I'm sorry. Which one do you use? Delete or remove? Which one?
Delete.
Delete.
That's the
Delete. Okay.
correct word. Delete.
So if we're in the elevator going up to 50, my name is Darain, and I can help you delete anything,
Anything.
anything off of your credit report,
Consumer report.
your consumer report. Okay. Say it to me real quick. Hey, what's up,
Hey
man?
Dave, what's going on? My name is Doreen Levante, and I can teach you how to delete anything from your consumer report.
Good. All right.
Okay, really quick because we got somewhere else. You can teach me, but you don't do it for me.
No, I don't. See, I
Okay.
don't believe in giving people fish. I teach you how to fish so you can eat for the rest of your life.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. So we got it. You teach me through DIY steps how to delete anything from my consumer report.
Correct.
Done. All right. So tell me what brings you to the Brain Picker podcast. What are you experiencing in your business that we can offer you some feedback about?
All right. So, um, visibility. David is the king of visibility. There, I don't think anybody come close. And y'all two together are a powerhouse. So I want to learn from the best. How, David and Donnie, how do I get my brand out there? How do I reach more people? How do I connect and let them know that if they have bad credit, it's not the end all be all.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What I got can really help you.
Sure. So what are you doing already to get in front of your ideal audience?
So now I'm researching different industries that run parallel with mine. I am networking, but I do believe I need to improve on my messaging.
Okay. Really, really straight to the point. How do people hear about your business right now?
Facebook. I just started running Facebook ads. I host rooms on Clubhouse. I'm on Instagram Live. I'm doing OPP, other people's platform, other people's audience, and it's just going. My YouTube channel is growing. Interviews.
Okay. So when did you start running Facebook ads?
I'd say about a month now. So I just started with that. So I don't really count Facebook ads. Most traffic is organic from my page, going on IG lives, going on lives with other people, doing other podcast interviews, and just really going to networking events, conferences, so forth.
Yeah. So from a vehicle standpoint of the tools that you're utilizing to market your business, I mean, we've got Facebook ads, we've got podcasts, we've got other people's platforms, we got organic marketing, you got lives, you got in-person events. From a vehicle standpoint of what you're using to get exposure, you're on it. I think for you, just based on how you've answered questions so far, the more important thing is what you're saying when you're leveraging these platforms and how clearly you're communicating what you are doing. That's going to be my very first observation, Dave.
Yeah, absolutely. So um, I think you built a really successful business off of passion, not clarity. So, like, I met you a few times, right? This is the first time I'm understanding what you do. Remember, we talked about, he's like, yo, I got to get on the podcast. I love what you got going on. I help people, but I never knew what you did.
Mm.
It's just, I think the passion overpowers the clarity. So
Mm-hmm.
you're under the assumption that I care what words I use, and I don't. So we spent like the first 5 minutes talking about vocabulary words, and I'm like, that's not my problem. And maybe that is my problem, but
Mm-hmm.
in my mind, it's not. It's not the words that I use. I have this big problem. So I believe in the introduction, when you're talking to people, when you're networking with
Mm-hmm.
people, we need to know exactly what you do, and not for what you do sake to give your knowledge of how knowledgeable you are, but how does what you do help me?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I believe if we're going to take a note, you need to write on your notebook clarity. And a lot of
Mm.
times, clarity accompanies brevity. Can we
Say
say
that
what
again,
we
Dave. Let
do?
me let me get my pen. That sounded good. That
Oh.
sounded real good.
No doubt. Clarity, a clarity accompanies brevity. You see that word accompany? I could use any word in the world, Donnie, but I
Hey,
use
you use
accompany.
accompany and brevity in the same
Come
sentence.
on, man. I'm out here
Studios are up right now.
because I went to college for a couple years. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but I think what's really cool is um there's a lot of people that are really clear on what they do, but they lack what you have, which is passion.
Mm-hmm.
But once we start to merge the passion with clarity, millions. Easy.
Mm.
So
Passion with
Million.
clarity.
one of the things you talked about was I think in the intake where you said defining the avatar.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go with that. Let's start there. Your avatar is someone obviously who doesn't understand this whole credit stuff, right? They don't get it, right? Because you got to educate them on the words. But if we give them too much, they'll run away because I just don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. So if you have someone's ear, if you have a stage, I believe if you got a stage, if you got a clubhouse room, oh, like and they're just gonna sit there and listen to you. Eventually,
Mm-hmm.
you'll get to the point. They'll feel your passion. They'll feel like this person helps me. Maybe I'm not 100% clear, but this person can help me because you got longer time to explain what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
But if we don't, we're gonna lose people. And what I would love to help you with right now is capturing people's attention with shorter words in a shorter period of time and getting them to like you. Because even in my experience, when I met you, it was just too. It was for me. It was too much energy for me, and I'm like, all right, well, you're like, yo, I'm gonna get on your podcast, and I help people in credit space. Come on, you know me. I'm here. I'm like, whoa, I'm leaving. I've gotta go.
Yeah, I think your approach, Durain, is a little overwhelming. And
For sure.
on one hand, if I were meeting you and I were your coach and we were in a coaching session, this is the energy I need from my clients. I want my clients coming with all the energy. But on the other hand, if I am a consumer or a potential customer, I need you. It's a lot. You're doing this. This is all I hear. I see this, and it's overwhelming. I don't know where we're going from this. And I did consumer credit reporting, and it's a lot, and I don't know what to focus on because one of the things that's going to shift your marketing is not being so focused on shifting the conversation that they're having in their head at that moment. You are going
Mm-hmm.
to connect with so many more people who understand your mission and what you are doing by entering the conversation where it is in their head when they engage with you. For
Mm.
example, I don't know a whole lot about consumer reporting agencies and credit reporting agencies not existing. You are not connecting with me by saying, no, don't say that. That's not the language. The language is consumer reporting agencies. Let me teach you all about consumer reporting agencies. Maybe the angle should be more about credit report. Did you know that credit reporting agencies don't exist?
Mm.
Did you know that credit reporting agencies don't exist? Why is that a good angle? Because everybody knows what a credit reporting agency is, whether you
Ah.
think it exists or not. Everybody knows what a credit reporting agency is. You don't want to market with the concept that I have to learn. You want to market leveraging what I'm already familiar with.
Mm. I like this. I like this.
Okay. And so
Yes.
if you can call it out, like, for example, video pops up on Facebook. Are you tired of running from credit reporting agencies? Are you tired of not being able to get things deleted from your I'm sorry, are you tired of not being able to get things removed from your credit report? Let me show you why 95% of people are doing this all wrong.
Ooh, say that again, Donnie. I like that. I like
And then
that.
you can go back and get the recording. And then you get into first mistake that people don't even know they're making is believing that credit agencies are even a real thing. Let me explain.
I like this.
Talk
Oh,
to
you
me
got my
in
full
language
attention.
that I understand rather than the language that you want me to understand. Catch me based off of the pain and the conversation that I'm already having. And then I am open to the language that you want me to shift to. You
Mm.
can't you can't attract me, appeal to me, and shift me in the same 30-second drop of attention that you get from me online. The first thing that you want to do is attract me. You want to catch my attention really quickly. Are you tired of running from credit reporting agencies? Are you tired of hiding? Are you tired of fighting with credit reporting agencies? Okay, yeah, that's me. I'm tired of it. Well, let me tell you what most people are doing wrong. Okay, that appeals to me. Then shift me. First things
Mm.
first, what if I told you that credit reporting agencies don't even exist? You're talking to the wrong people. Now you've got my attention.
Got it. Give me your takeaway so far.
Oh, I'm loving this. This is why I'm here. See, this is why I'm here. I love it. Keep going.
Good. Give me your takeaway though. So
Yes.
far, give me your takeaway.
The language. I was going at it from my perspective. Donnie just gave me a whole different shift.
Facts.
So for me, like I have taboo words. So like for me to say credit report, like I cringe saying it. But now I comprehend the message behind what Donnie just said, and the light bulb just went off.
Good.
Mm,
Good.
mm. So, what's the thing that right away we're going to put into action based off of the shift that you just experienced? What's the actionable step that you're going to now implement in your business model right away?
Meet them at the language that they are and ascend them to the language that they need to be.
Meet them at the conversation that's happening in their head right now.
Yep. And then
Okay.
ascend them to where they need to be.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. Facts. Okay. Good. 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 Um. So I guess we're still talking about well, we could go with the exposure, but we're well, okay, we'll stick with talking to the avatar. So what I like to know is tell me a little something about your avatar, and I will ask you actually a few questions. When we're building out an avatar, the reason the reason our platform continues to grow and we get more and more exposure because we're very very clear on the person that we're talking to. And this is an exercise that I often do at like my content creation boot camp because we got to know exactly who we're talking to. All right. So um, if you could build out the perfect client for you, give me that client's name. We got to just give that client a name. What is this client's name?
Joe.
Joe. Okay. How old is Joe?
Joe is 31.
Joe is 31. God, let me bring that down. Joe is 31 years old. Okay. Married, single.
He can be either.
Just, I mean, are you
Do I
married
gotta
or
pick
single?
one?
Yeah,
Married.
married. Joe is 31 years old. He's married. What's going on in Joe's life that he needs you?
Joe has not received a credit line increase in years because he's tied down with late payments because he's living paycheck to paycheck.
Okay, okay, good. Joe lives paycheck to paycheck. He's still getting late payments because he's paying his bills late.
He's he's robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Gotcha,
Mm-hmm.
gotcha. Robbing Peter to pay Paul. Okay, that's I'm gonna just start right there.
That's how that, okay, that's what that is.
That's what that is. We're
Robbing
following.
people. It's that. Okay, I
Guys,
got you.
if you're in the chat, you're following, right? Okay, leave me alone, Donnie. So he's a 31-year-old, married, living paycheck to paycheck. He's robbing Peter to pay Paul, paying this card with this card, using this balance for that card. Probably still gets overdraft fees. Yes,
Yes, late payment
overdraft,
fees as well.
overdraft, and late payments. Got it. How much money does Joe make?
Joe makes, I'd say, around 27,000.
Joe makes $27,000 a year. This is good. What does Joe want?
Joe wants to start a business.
He wants to start.
Joe is passionate about generational wealth.
Yeah. So he wants to start a business. Let me ask you. He's passionate about generational wealth, but does Joe know what generational wealth is?
No, he does not.
Yeah.
He knows what he needs. He doesn't know what it is.
He's confused. But Joe know he wants more. He wants more, just
Yes.
doesn't even know how to go about it. Am I right?
Yes, he wants more because
Good.
this paycheck to paycheck cannot be it.
Yes. Good. So, question for you. You meet Joe in the elevator. This is Joe, 27,000 a year. He wants to start a business. He's confused. He's frustrated. Maybe there's pressure from his family. He wants to provide for his family. I believe Joe is a good person, right? If you met Joe, your ideal client, what would you say to him?
Hello, Joe. What's the number one thing right now that's keeping you where you are from where you want to be.
And
What do you want, Joe?
for sure. And
So
I'm
I'm putting
Joe.
two pictures in his mind.
Yep.
The anchor that's holding him down, and the picture of where he wants to be.
Yes. Good. So I'm Joe, and I say, well, I really need to make some more money, man, but I don't have enough money and I'm in debt, so I can't become successful. And you say,
Well, Joe, what if I told you that you didn't need money and you have unlimited credit? You just need to learn how to tap into it.
I'm interested. What do you mean?
So, what's your credit score like right now, Joe?
510. I'm
Mm.
working on it though.
So, tell me about working on it. Like, what's holding you down? What's on there?
Late payments, some stuff from college, some car notes that I didn't pay back in the day. I had a repossession, but that was so long ago. It's still there.
Mm. So, Joe, what if I actually told you that the late payment that's on there shouldn't even be on there, and I can teach you how to delete that late payment?
I
Not
love it.
only that, I can also teach you how to get paid for the repossession if that repossession was done incorrectly.
Mm.
Good, good. I like that. Now, here's where it gets fun. We have a picture of our avatar in our head, right? When we start making, if you are going to make a post on Instagram, you're going to make a video on Instagram, what would that video be talking specifically to Joe?
Is late payment keeping you from achieving your dreams?
That's an ad. I'm talking about just talk to me.
Oh, in a
Don't
conversation?
think ad. Don't think ad. If
Okay.
you're going to make some content for social media, well, you know that Joe is going to see this. What would you say?
Dang, another late payment. Hmm. How can I delete this late payment?
Okay. So we pick up the phone. We say, dang, another late payment. How can I delete this late payment? Post. Okay. Watch this. Donnie, we know who Joe is, right? And we're
We
going to
know who
create some
Joe is.
value content. We're just going to create some content for Joe. What's some of the things that you would say to Joe?
Joe, is the repossession ruining your life? Joe, do you need to upgrade your vehicle, but you can't get a quality interest rate at the dealership because you have this repossession? Joe, let me ask you this. Are you feeling like a failure at home right now because your credit is a 510? Joe, are you struggling to provide basic essentials and necessities for your family because of where your credit is? Joe, does it make you feel less than a provider to have to continue to rely on your wife or other loved ones to get things that you have to have as an adult in their name because you hadn't figured out how to take care of your credit? Joe, it's time. It's time to stop ignoring the reality of where your credit is. We've got to address this at this point.
So check this out. If I'm creating content, right? Because here's the whole thing behind social media is we have to give people a body of work and an experience. So right now, some people are going to go to your page, like because we put it here. Hold on, let's go back here. Some people are going to go to your page, and Joe is actually going to go to your page.
Mhm.
And what I would love for him to see is a video saying, "Yo, I was talking to this dude. Yo, he had like a 500 credit score. I told him like 3 steps. Da 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 da. Yo, I know this one dude. He got this job. He's making 20 something thousand a year, and he really thought that that he had to make more money to fix his credit. Let me ask you: does Joe think he needs to make more money to fix his credit? Of course he does. He doesn't know anything about credit.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Mhm.
When we get to know the avatar, we can start creating content that we know that avatar is going to know, like, respect, identify with, and grow from.
Mm.
Does that make
Dave, real
sense?
quick.
Yes.
I was talking to this guy at the Mercedes dealership yesterday, and he was in there looking at the car of my dreams. And it was so funny because I'm looking at this G Wagon and I really, really want this vehicle. And in my mind, I am calculating the cost of owning this vehicle. And I hear him talking to his salesperson. Really, really, really funny. I hear him talking to his salesperson, and the salesperson was telling him the potential interest rates associated with getting this vehicle. And he looked that salesperson right in the eyes with absolute confidence and said, "Let me get that application." Now, when the salesperson walked away, he looked at me and I said, "You're really going to get this car? This is a $300,000 car. How much is a payment on a vehicle like this?" And he said, "Let me tell you something. I know how to leverage my credit, so I'm not really concerned about how much the payment is." I had a repossession on my credit until 6 months ago. And I was able to get that repossession completely deleted. You're asking how much the car payment is going to be, tells me that there's something that might be holding you back. I was able to get rid of this repossession off of my credit. And now I'm in here and I'm going to walk out with that 2022 G Wagon AMG 63 because I understand credit
Let's go.
now.
Let's go. Let's go. I
Now,
love
I made
this.
that story completely up,
Right.
but you were in that story. David was in that story. The people in the comments are in that story. Your
Mm.
content has to put them in the story as a character of the story. So, Joe is a married man who has
Mm-hmm.
terrible credit, who
Mm-hmm.
can't he has terrible credit. He can't get approved for anything. He's got a repossession that he's dealing with. He's struggling to get through life. Put Joe in a story. Who
Mm.
have you already worked with that has a story very similar to Joe that you helped? What story is going to help resonate with Joe? What I would do if I am you, I am going through, I'm always talking about market research, right? I am going through my client profile that I already have access to. You have a very successful business, so you have tons of market research. What are the real actual problems? Do you do sales calls for your service, or is this just a website and you get the product?
Um, I'd say I'm very good at driving leads. And then from those leads, I get them into the funnel, I get them to the website. And then most of the stuff that I say and teach, a person hears it for the first time.
Okay, that's not what I asked you though. To sell this program, are we selling it directly from the link, or are you getting people on the phone and doing sales calls and closing them?
Both.
Okay, so both. So hopefully you're recording every single sales call so that you can look back and go and listen to some of these sales calls that have closed and understand what are the common problems that people are experiencing. I know from my previous work in the credit industry that 90+% of the people who called in had student loan issues. And then you have other issues like bankruptcy and foreclosure. I want you to pick your top 5 most commonly communicated issue. And I want you to leverage that for the next 90 days in your content. Let me focus on the most frequently positioned issue, and then let's create a content strategy around that, whether it's organic or whether it's paid. Either way, let's again enter the conversation where people are in their heads and leverage telling stories. Well, how do I tell stories? By telling the truth about what's happening. You already have hundreds or more of clients. You got to making the money that you make. You already have hundreds of them. Let's go back and revisit some of their stories and let's share their story, because if one person had that story, 10 people had that story, 100 people have that story, thousands of people have that same story, right? I want to hear about the woman. If I want to hear, just using me, I want to hear, I am a woman who is a single woman. I'm very successful. I am dating. I am unmarried. I am a single mom. I want to hear the story of the woman who built her business. She has it all. She's living the lifestyle of her dreams. She's got the husband, she's got the kids, she's got the dog and the modern home. Show me a story like that, and I'm interested in whatever it is that you have to sell me. Show me the result that learning this consumer reporting information will help me get. I don't care yet. I still don't care yet. I still don't care yet about this consumer reporting information. I'm telling you in real time, I still don't care. Why? Because I don't understand how it's any different than me. I know how to dispute and I know how to challenge the credit bureaus. I know how to do it and I know that it works, right? So why should I care? What's so unique about your process? Help me understand that, and you're going to get more people. Help me understand why. Well, yeah, you might have gotten some results by disputing and challenging the credit agencies. You might have. But let me tell you why you're underserving yourself. Let me tell you why this is the better way. This is foolproof, and it works for anything.
So, so do you understand like kind of like the art behind the content creation? Because I'm going through your page, and let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Can I go?
The other side, may I have 10 seconds real
Yeah,
quick?
go ahead, for sure.
The other side to that, Donnie, is so the disputing is one part, but what makes consumer law so special? When you learn to spot the violations, you
Mhm.
can get paid. I'm not talking no $1,000. You can get paid from consumer laws. And I
Mhm.
also teach the going in, breaking that part of the language down. So when you get your reports, you can evaluate your own violations and you go see a consumer lawyer and you go get your remedy. So that's
Well,
the other
here's an
part to it.
angle. Get paid from the bad entries on your credit report,
Ooh, I like this.
right?
David, I'm gonna need
Oh,
Donnie. I'm
hold
gonna need
on.
Donnie.
Hold on. What'd you say?
Oh, I'm gonna need you over here on this team. You're good.
Well,
You're really good.
I mean, that is something that you've never heard before. Drop it in the chat if you've ever. I've never heard. Hey, let me teach you how to get paid from the bad. From the what is it called? Bad report. Let me teach you how to get
Negative
paid from your.
remarks, derogatories.
Let me teach you how to get paid from your terrible credit report.
Mm,
Let me teach you
mm.
how to turn a derogatory remark into a couple of dollars. Like, let me teach you how to get paid from this if that is an angle and a strategy that you're actually using. I understand fully once you get my attention, then you're going to explain to me how many of these creditors are violating my consumer law, my consumer rights. So then it makes perfect sense to me. However, all the other agency, all of the other credit repair companies or credit education companies, they're just focused on removing derogatory remarks. But you are teaching me how to understand the language so that this never happens to me again. You're helping me to resolve the issue that I have, and you're giving me a bonus and showing me what to look for to see if I can potentially leverage my bad credit report as another wealth strategy.
This is
Lit,
good. This is good.
lit.
This is good. Can I just say for everyone on here, drop some fire in the chat if Donnie just threw this whole room off. This is good, David.
Absolutely.
Golly, this is good.
So what she's teaching you right now is how to paint a picture
Hmm.
and attract that avatar, right? You said you run ads, right?
You know what? No, let's forget the ads because we just started. There's not enough data to say we're getting real results from ads. We're in the
Right.
test phase, so I'll
So
wipe that up. So that's a no.
so how do you get these clients, or where are you getting your customers from?
Clubhouse, Instagram, YouTube. A lot of leads from YouTube.
So
A
when you say
tremendous
Clubhouse,
amount of you.
hold on
Huh?
real quick. When you say Clubhouse, you're going live. You're creating your own room and you're talking your talk, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you Clubhouse rooms. When you say Instagram, what do you mean?
I'm going on lives, post testimonials, but mostly the lives. whether it's my live or other people's live that invite me to speak, just doing interviews.
All right. When you say YouTube, what do you mean?
All right, so I have a YouTube channel and I post content on there, educational stuff, like when I'm drafting a letter, how I go through writing a letter, how I break down consumer law, what words need to be in there, what section of the law I'm using to make the letter. I do a lot of educational content.
What's your YouTube channel?
Durain Delevante.
Durain Delavante.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully,
Let's see what this.
Durain Daraine. Right, yeah, Durain
Yes.
Delavante. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can share my screen. I hope I can. I really hope I can. Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
No, not yet. It's a picture and a picture over mine.
All right, cool. Hold on. Google Chrome. Come on, work. Come on, Shans. I don't know how to. I don't know how to do it. I don't know why I don't know how to do it. But let me see. Current entire screen. Can you see my screen? No.
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 I got a way to do it. I know how to do it. I know I'm gonna do this. Give me a second. Let me come
I know how to
here.
share my screen.
All right. It's gonna look real weird. Oh no. I can do it right now. Hold on. Here we go. Bang. You see that?
Yes.
All right. Cool. I was on your page. Hold on one second. Let me come back.
You gotta be real careful about what you just start popping up when you sharing screen. Make sure it's exactly where we need it to be.
Yeah, you're right about that. All right, here we
Bruh.
go. Here we go. Bang. There we go. All right, cool. So we're gonna go to YouTube. And what's your page? Durain Delavante. Durain Delavante. Okay. Let's go to videos. Here we go. Videos. All right. So learn how to get paid for your consumer rights violations.
Yo, help me.
We don't just take people money and send out letters.
That is 4 hours. You ain't playing.
I have lectures.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your favorite consumer law expert here, Durain Delevante, and right now I am launching my three.
Okay. This is your page definitely needs some help in terms of your YouTube. Also, let me come back to your page here. I don't know, Donnie. I don't know. Let me follow you. I don't know. I don't know. It got nothing to do with me.
It's the algorithm. It's the algorithm.
So, okay. So I'd imagine that, okay, you're telling people to come to your room, you're selling something here. What's going on, family? Your favorite credit report. I just don't see a lot of value here in terms of something that I'm going to consume. Does that make sense?
You'd have to watch the videos. That's where the information is in.
Yeah, but bro, I'm not watching this. You don't even say nothing.
That's why I'm here, David. I need to fix that.
No. Yeah, no. But that's why I'm sharing it. That's why I'm sharing it. So let me show you. Let me show you on my board real quick. Hold on. Let me turn this back. Here we go. This is how. If you are on, let's say you do a clubhouse room, right? Where do you think when you're obviously telling people to follow you, right? And then they're going to go to, let's say, your Instagram page. You know what helps? You know what makes people buy? There's three things. It's know, like, and trust. When we look at Instagram isn't necessary. I don't necessarily want you to look at it as a platform for you to sell. I want Instagram to be a magazine for you. So if somebody's going to pick up a magazine, we need something interesting here, interesting here, interesting here, helpful, 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 sale, helpful. So after they're done listening to you, they're going to go to your page and they're going to see right now that he's selling a lot of stuff, which I'm not mad at selling. But what if these 3 videos, I learned something, and you didn't even like try to sell me anything. The only reason I'm coming over to you is because you said something that was interesting. Maybe I learned something in Clubhouse. I learned something on YouTube. But now Instagram is like that magazine where you want them to flip through the pages. My objective, the reason my page is going to continue to grow, and it grows every single day, is because when someone comes to my page, they're going to stay for a while. I want you to like kick off your shoes, get comfortable. You're going to enjoy this video. You're going to enjoy this video. You're going to think this picture is funny. My objective for my Instagram, this is just me, to get you to know, like, and trust me. Now, if everything you see on me is like either about me or I'm selling something, they're not going to know, like, and trust me. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So I think what would help in terms of you attracting more people into whatever you're trying to sell them into is adding more value on your platforms. Because I'm not trying to sell people on the platform. I'm trying to get them to trust me enough to get off of the platform and go to my website. I don't sell on Instagram. I need you to like me. So eventually, like you'll start sharing stuff. Check this out. I'm gonna show you.
Okay.
How many people you think? Let me come back here. Let me go back here. I'm producing the show, so you guys just bear with me, okay?
Yes, sir.
How many people you think shared this?
I am not sure.
Probably not a lot, right? It's all good. How many people you think shared this with other people? Like, yo, you got to see how this guy smiles. What about this one? Now, new debt collection letters. So I got in all my DMs, finally answered to update debt collection letters. Now, we have 40 likes, 84 minutes. Out of 84 minutes, 7 people watched it. You probably lost a whole bunch of people while you're looking around. Just lost them. Mm-hmm. So I probably couldn't even really get to the value to share it. Does this make sense?
Yes, absolutely.
Watch this. I'm going to show you something. Some value. I'm just being funny, right? But let's view the insights. 191 people shared it with other people. They thought it so valuable that 191 people said, I got to share this with somebody. Let's go to just some sort of value video, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know, here. View insights. 969 people said, I need to share this with somebody. Mm-hmm. I want other people to see it. So if I'm focused on just the person that's watching, and all my content is to sell the person that's watching, I'm missing out on the 669 people who came over to my page, liked it, and now they're on YouTube. Because I added so much value. Now when I'm selling something, when I'm making an offer, they're going to come onto this website and click. Does this make sense?
Yes, absolutely.
So much value. That's why in this one, when I posted it, it sold out in like 40 minutes. Why did it sell out in 40 minutes? Look at all the value. Look at all the videos. I'm not even selling nobody nothing. Where do you see me selling? I'm not selling anything. This one sold out in 40 minutes. Every single one we post is going to sell out in about 30, 40 minutes. Because look at the value. Now, every now and again, I have, let me see if I can go to my archives. Archives. You see all these flyers where I am selling stuff?
Yeah.
Morning meetup? Why aren't they on my page? This is all the stuff that I archive. I don't sell on my page because I'm keeping in mind that the person, like there's going to be somebody who stumbles on my page and comes to stay for a while. And I don't want them distracted. I don't want them to leave. I want them to know, like, and trust me and say, this guy is super cool. He has so much value. I'm not posting for the people who already follow me. My page is for the people that are going to find me through an ad and say, let me check this guy out a little bit.
Mm, got
So
it.
I just need you to break out of the mindset of, I got to sell people. I want you to start thinking strategic. This is that 7-figure mindset right here,
Mhm.
where I'm
Mm.
not just trying to make a transaction. I got to get people comfortable. And the more comfortable they are with me, the more I'll make
Mm,
every time.
got it.
That makes
Yes.
sense?
Yes, yes, yes.
Good, good.
Absolutely.
All
What
right. I think we talked
what
a lot.
question?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Dave.
Now I'm saying
Because that
I
was
think
a
we talked
lot.
a lot. I want you to, I'm sorry.
I was saying that was a lot. I want to hear from Durain now. What
Yeah,
what you processed and what that leads you to now.
true.
I'm going to go study Dave's page. I'm going to see the value that is given. Success leave clues. It's not a secret. Run the play. Learn the play and run the play.
That's a
hmm
fact.
When you're studying Dave's page, I want you to study both the value content, but I
Hmm.
also want you to study the aesthetic appeal, what it looks like, right?
Okay.
How he has invested into the visuals that people are
Hmm.
going to get. Because, especially in the matter of money and money handling, people want to see you look like money. If I taught entrepreneurship and I didn't look like money,
Hmm.
nobody would want me to be their business coach, right? I am
Okay.
very relaxed and casual. I wear sweaters and hoodies and sweatshirts all the time, but I look like money. My background is great, the lighting is great, whatever the case may be, right? And so you want to make sure like your backdrop is really, really great. I feel like that's wallpaper on your background.
Yes, I love books. I have like 600 books.
Why not put up a bookshelf with 600 real books? And it makes you look like a real consumer of information, right? This
Mm,
man knows what he's talking about. This man is sharp. This man really in real time invests in himself to get to the next level. I'm comfortable investing in him too. Like the
got it.
wallpaper background is cute, but it's better to have an actual bookshelf with all these books that show real investment that you've made in yourself, because when people can identify clearly that you invest in yourself, they have no problem in investing in you,
Hmm.
right?
Absolutely.
So it's just little tweaks like that are going to make all the difference. Value with quality aesthetics are going to take everything to the next level. And again, I want to not take away from the incredible business that you have already built.
Yep.
These are and to be able to do that with very little paid marketing because you just started. These are just very little tweaks that are going to shift, right?
Mm,
How people receive you. And the better your aesthetic is, the more shareable you are. So you can have great value. But if you have great value and you're laying in the bed, wife beater on, eating popcorn, it's less likely to be shared than if you are sitting up and you're coming, you got great posture and you mean business, right?
gotcha.
That just it just kind of is what it is. And then as your brand grows and you do what you want, as your brand grows, you can kind of do what you want to do. If Dave got on Instagram live in a wife beater right now, people would still share the video. They still share it because he's already done the work to establish himself as an established brand. And now you have to do that same work. So it's going to be about the aesthetic appeal. You want to make sure this is a good one for everybody. When you're going live, while you're waiting for people to get into the room, we're not just sitting there looking around, doing weird stuff, all of this. We are using that dead space or that empty space. I'm not sure where the
I'm
feedback is
getting
coming
some
from.
feedback, Donnie.
I think it's on your side, Dave.
Try that.
Yep, yep, yep. Hello, hello. All right. So we are using that empty space to
Mhm.
not just kind of sit there waiting for people to come in. We're using that empty space, especially because you're going to save this video to your newsfeed, right? So the people who are watching it after live is over, they're not waiting for the other people to come into the room. They want to get straight to the information. So you may want to start it off and you're saying, hey, you guys, it's tonight we're going to be talking about the difference between consumer reporting agencies and credit agencies. Tonight we're going to be talking about how to get paid from the mistakes on your credit report. Give me just a second to get it together. We're going to let a couple of people in the room, but go ahead. You want to get pen and paper for this. We want to be prepared for this information. I am teaching you the 1, 2, 3s about this, that, and the other. This is how you command the attention. And I would say within 30 seconds, let's go ahead and jump into it. The people who miss the first 30 seconds miss it. You're not giving away all the game in the first 30 seconds. You're just setting up the scenario. You're setting up what you're going to be doing. But you don't want to lose people because it's not about the people who saw it live. If you're sharing this to your timeline, it's about the people that are going to continue to see it. Your social
Mm,
media is your commercial, is your billboard, is your digital business card for your business. And every single time somebody clicks on your page, you're handing them a business card. Every single time somebody clicks on your page, they're choosing to watch your commercial or not watch your commercial. What do I see in the very first 9 to 12 posts when I land on your page? This guy's talking to me about credit. My credit is my money. Does he look like money?
mm, that part.
So yes. So give me your takeaways. Give me your takeaways. Give me 3 things you're gonna do after this session.
I'm gonna watch this video again.
Okay.
See, I'm not a great watcher and take notes. That's why I'm not taking no notes. I
Okay.
gotta do the rewatch where I can soak in all of this.
For
Yes.
sure.
This is what I've been looking for. And this is the shift that I've been talking about, Dave. You got me so uncomfortable. So it's like, the rain, you need to perform higher, better, deliver your message a lot smoother on a level where people get it. Because to me, this is normal conversation for me. What I keep forgetting is not normal conversation for everybody else. And that's where the problem is. And y'all two just put in the bricks that was missing.
Yeah. So
Can I
I'll
say
give you
something?
some. Go for it.
Go ahead. Okay, I want to say something here. This man generates more than $80,000 a month in his business.
Let's be clear.
Let's be clear here, okay? This gentleman generates over $80,000 a month in his business, period. You have to be a humble and servant leader to say, let me at my level come and get coached live on a podcast to take my business to an even higher level. Coaching is not just for people who are just beginning. It is not for people who are struggling to make money. At every single level, coaching is a thing. It is a necessity. It is a requirement. And so he just said something that's important. He knows that this video is going to live on YouTube forever. I need to be in the moment right now because I get an hour and 15 minutes max on this platform. I need to be soaking up all this information and thinking about my next question so that I can maximize my time here. I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch it and I'm going to take all the notes, but I need to be here because right now I'm making $80,000 a month. But I'm looking for the one nugget, the 2 nuggets, maybe 3 nuggets if I'm lucky, that'll take this to $160,000 a month.
Absolutely. So I want
One
to. I want to
thing.
get for sure. I want to give you because you're doing a great job, like Donnie said. But one thing we are gonna just work on speaking to our avatar with clarity, right? So
Yes,
so
sir.
let's write down a few steps real quick. Um,
And
yeah, let's write it down because these are the takeaways that I would love for you to take away and start to implement. One,
okay.
speaking to our avatar with clarity. In the exercise of talking to Joe, your avatar, or building out Joe, your avatar, is going to help you become more clear. Because now, if you have a image of a person in your head, you probably won't talk to them like you're talking to yourself.
Yeah.
Got it?
That's good, Dave.
So you're going to build out the avatar and you're going to practice talking to Joe with clarity. So I would like for you tonight, if you can, I don't know your schedule, but go on Clubhouse with a new mindset that the audience is 100 Joes. Yo, I know you guys don't really understand credit, and everything you learned about credit is a lie. Joe is on Instagram, right? Am I right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Joe sees all kind of stuff about credit that's wrong. Am I right?
Very true.
And then you're going to tell Joe and the audience at Clubhouse everything your parents taught you about credit is probably wrong, and I'm going to tell you why. And then you start talking your talk to Joe. Not spilling everything you know, but talking to Joe. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
The second thing is we are going to begin to work on the retention of the people that hit our page. Because right now I can imagine that people come to your page and bounce off because there's nothing to keep them. It's not sticky.
Mm.
So what that looks like is you take some pride in the background. You just take a little consideration in what you're wearing and say, I'm going to go to my phone. It doesn't have to be a studio, but I'm going to make 10 videos teaching Joe something he's never heard about credit. And a lot of times we need to think, what is something that I know he heard that he thinks is true that is not? How can I be somewhat contradictory to all of the gurus on Instagram? So if I'm thinking about making a video, I'm going to be contradictory. I'm going to say, I know what you're thinking, that you could build a business on Instagram and you can't.
Mm.
You can't build a business on Instagram. Why is somebody going to listen to a 2-minute video? You need to start a podcast because 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go against something that I know you think is true. But you got to jump in the studio or your house or wherever, get your phone, camera, whatever you're going to do, and record 10 value videos that when someone comes, they come watch them join. It's sticky. You want your page to be sticky. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Good. Number 3, we're going to invest in our aesthetic. Before we started this podcast, I said, Donnie, go get a camera. Now, Donnie's the best coach in the world. She made 7 figures with her laptop camera last year. We're going to 8 though. So when someone comes on YouTube, they need to know who the coach and who's being coached. We need to know who invested in their appearance and who didn't. This is very, very important.
We
Check
see the
this out.
difference right here.
She looks like you. Nothing wrong, not in a bad way, but in terms of camera stuff. Go back to the other one.
All right, let's go back.
It's a difference.
Mm.
It's a difference.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to tell you everything we use right now. You ready?
Yes, sir.
The camera that we're both using is a Canon M50. Canon, write it down. Write it down. Grab your pen.
Oh, I got other right here. I got you, Dave.
Okay, cool. Canon M50. We're using a 35 millimeter lens. Now, you're going to need an adapter for the 35 millimeter lens. So when you buy the 35 millimeter lens, you're going to ask whoever sold it to you, the company or whatever, I need an adapter for this 35 millimeter lens to go on this Canon M50. The way we're going live on YouTube right now, and I want you to use your YouTube videos, we're using a software called Ecamm Live, E-C-A-M-M, Ecamm Live. So the camera connects to your computer, but the software Ecamm Live allows you to use the camera as your main camera. Mm-hmm. And you can just go live on YouTube.
Mm.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
I have 2 ring lights, one to the left of me, one to the right of me. I
Me
also have
too.
a. Oh, you have two as well.
Hmm.
Shouts out to Jose. He got us the whole format. I got a light shining in the back of me, so every now and again you'll see like a little red tint, kind of. It just
Yep.
separates me from the background.
Okay.
If you're making $80,000 a month or $100,000 a month right now, this small tweak in your content will instantly make you more money. Instantly. Because we're invested in the aesthetic now. If you had this eCam, check this out. Hold on, let me show you. If you had, let me show you. Oh, I did my joint wrong. Okay. If you had that wallpaper that you have right now with this
Mhm.
camera, it'll look like an actual bookshelf because the back is blurred out, and all you need is the camera and the lens I told you about.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
They look like real books. They're like, yo, you got mad books
Mad books.
because it's
I do
blurry.
have them. They're just to the other side though. It looks just like this.
And
It's but
maybe
it's
that,
right to
yeah, for
my left.
sure. And maybe that's not the angle. Maybe we turn our whole office around, but we have to
Turn.
invest.
Okay.
We have to invest in aesthetics.
Got you.
Got it?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Those are your takeaways. It's been mad long. It's 8:23.
823. I want to point out one thing though that I love that you did, Dwayne. He is using he jokes on all of us. He's actually taking notes. Okay. He knows how to automate his note taking. He's over there using otter.io,
Facts. Get it together.
which is hearing our audio and transcribing it immediately right away. So jokes on everybody, including me, who's saying you need to be over there taking notes.
Yeah. Oh, they said, what about the awesome whiteboard? It is a
Vibe.
vibe board, a vibe.us, vibe.us vibe board. It's connected to the computer and it's reading it in eCam, and I can write on it in real time.
Yes.
Interesting.
Donnie had a vibe board, but it took up her living room and she ain't like that. So
It was messing up the feng shui.
for
I'll be moving soon, so we're gonna get another one.
sure. For sure. All right. Any other how do you feel, Dwayne?
Oh, I just want to know when this is gonna get posted because I need to go back
Right now.
at least 10 more time on this episode.
Right now.
At least 10.
It
It's
doesn't
not.
leave.
It's posted.
Yeah,
It's available.
yeah. As soon as we get off here.
Oh, like when we're finished, it's ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh
were
wow.
live, so it's gonna save. Let me ask you this: did you get what you came for tonight?
No, I got so much more.
All right, so I want to make sure we want to make sure when we're doing this, you guys, that we are not just giving game, but we're actually giving you the value that you need in real time. Things that are actually going to move your business forward in real time. So we want to make sure that you've made this investment in yourself. These are actionable. This is actionable feedback that you can execute on right away. These are things that are digestible. You can understand them easily. So we always ask. We always ask, did you get your money's worth on the Brain Picker podcast?
Oh, is that a question for me?
Absolutely.
Well, to be honest, I think that I got way more than what I than my donation. Yeah, that donation is nothing compared to what I got. So if you're asking me an honest question, the answer really is no, because this was more. I didn't think it would have gone this way. It's way more than I even thought was gonna happen.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. We are happy to
Yeah.
have you, man.
So if anybody is sleeping right now, y'all need to get this now while
Yeah.
it's here, because this is a donation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do want to tell you too, man. You have you've done the hard part, building a business that makes money. And the money that you're making is probably because you're servicing your clients at a high level, which is really, really cool. But once we take that talent and like make it more personable, make it more clear and more visually appealing, more aesthetically appealing, oh, you're doing 7-figure months.
Absolutely, easily. On top of which, you have the dopest personality,
Yeah.
right? You have the dopest personality. You took this feedback like a champ. You are ready, like it excited you. Some people could shrink in their chair. Oh, I'm not doing that. I don't want that kind of feedback. Well, stay stuck in where you are in your business, right? But you came on here and you proved that no matter where you are in your business model, coaching is valuable, and you have to be coachable. You have to be coachable, and you, sir, are absolutely coachable.
Yeah.
Run the
100%.
play.
Yeah.
Cool.
Run the play.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up, man. Do you have any closing words for our audience before we let you go, my brother?
Listen, don't get stuck in your situation. Bad credit is not the end all be all. Consumer Law Secrets not only teaches you how to repair, rebuild, and restore your own credit, you can get paid 6 figures or more from consumer law violation. And I got the sauce, and I'm gonna give it to y'all. Let's get it.
There it is.
Let's
That's what I got, Dave.
go.
I love
That's what
it.
I
That
got.
was more than enough, my brother.
Go.
Thank you so much. And we can't wait to see how your whole page. Make sure y'all go follow the_credit_hero and watch the transition over the next 30 days. He's about to go to another level.
Another
My team
level.
is on this.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Durain, we appreciate you, my brother.
Oh, one thing before you go, Dave.
What's
Where
up?
can I get your content creation course? Where can I find it?
Uh,
I need that.
in the morning meetup funnel. I don't even sell it alone. So if you go to morning meetup, it should be a funnel in. No, the podcast ebook funnel, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, the podcast ebook.
I'll find
funnel.
it.
It's in my bio. It's in my bio.
I'll find it, sir. I'll find it.
Yep. Cool. All right, man. I appreciate you coming on, man.
Thank you for having me. Donnie, thank you. Dave, I'm telling y'all really did a mind shift here.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I'm excited. Like, y'all got me nervous. Like, the last time I felt like this, I was when I watched that episode with Neo and David, and I ran the 47 play. I haven't felt that way since I ran the 47 play.
I love it.
And Neo can tell y'all, I killed that $47 play, and I'm getting that same feeling again. So I know this is good. I know this is good.
Birdman clap.
Yes. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Brother. We will definitely be following up with you to see your progress. All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Thank all of you too for tuning in. Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right. Donnie Wiggins.
That was a great episode. That was a great episode.
I had a blast. Hey guys, put it in the chat. Like, I don't know if y'all got some. If y'all could do a super chat, not a super chat. What's the super chat?
I think the super chat is like a badge.
Oh well, you guys don't have to give it. You don't have to give a donation unless you want to. You know what I mean? But throw something in the chat. Throw some flames in the chat if you all enjoyed this episode. If you are going to take the information that we share with Durain and run those plays, okay?
Yeah.
Y'all need to go follow him and say thank you for investing so that you guys can get this game. And if you too want to be on the Brain Picker podcast and we can look at your brand and break your brand down, help you go to the next level, all you have to do is go to brainpickerpodcast.com. Right now, we have not changed the rates. Right now, the rates are $3,000. It's only $3,000 to be on this podcast. We've done 5 episodes. I think we have 8 all together, 8 or 9 or something like that. When it gets to 10, 4 more?
No, we've done 4.
Oh, we've done 4. Mm-hmm. And I think we probably have like 4 or 5 more. When we get to 10, the investment changes. So you can go to brainpickerpodcast.com right now, and we would love to have you on the show. We would love to expose your expertise on the show. We love to talk to you about your brand, your business, and really get into the nitty gritty and help you see what you can.
Absolutely. And I want to say, I want to just encourage you guys. The Brain Picker podcast is super dope. We are just getting started. It's only going to get gooder. I know I made that word up, but let me tell you this. Listening in on another person getting coached is not a substitute for your own coaching and development. All right. You should absolutely take something away from every single episode, but there is nothing like having the seat for yourself and having us get in your business, the way that you operate and the details that are specific to you, to help take your business to the next level. So get on the show, put it on your vision board to be on this show. Go ahead and secure your spot. I literally just opened up 4 new spots that are coming available. So go ahead and get those before they are gone. www.brainpickerpodcast.com.
Let's get it. All right, we are out of here, y'all. Make sure you guys have an executionable weekend. Go kill it. All right? Executionable. And if you're watching this, make sure you subscribe. All right? We need that.
All right. Bye,
All right,
you guys.
we're out of here.